Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's vlog, what I'll be doing is quite a bit of running around. I've got some PCS prep to get done. It's my little one's birthday week, so I've got to run to his school with some cupcakes in celebration. For a stay-at-home mom, recently I haven't been staying at home a lot, but I know really soon things will calm down. My family will be on its way to Germany, and it will be a lot more smoother than it currently is, so I'm not complaining too much. We're gonna get this morning started with me just making some pancake mix, and I'm just gonna set that to the side and let it rise a little bit as I get in a workout. So you guys, I completely understand how gross it is to drink out of a canister that, everyone else in the family may want some, but no one in my family likes this celery mix of juice, so it's perfectly fine for me to drink out of it. I'm so dehydrated when I wake up, and I always try to get a little bit of something before I have my coffee, which is definitely going to dehydrate me, so that's why I just took a couple of swigs and started on my workout. So I didn't work out too long today, maybe 25 minutes tops. I just did a set of squats with this weight here. I did some mountain climbers just to get my blood pumping, a little bit of cardio, and that was it. I just tried to get a little bit something every day. It doesn't have to be extensive, and it doesn't have to be the perfect workout. I know my form isn't perfect, but I just want to get my body moving and wake myself up. Next, you guys, I'm just going to spray down my stove and clean it. My teenager cleaned the kitchen last night, and she didn't do as thorough as a job as I would have liked, but no big deal. She's growing and learning, and so I'm just going to wipe the countertops down as well as the stove, and then I'll get started on the breakfast. So for the menu today, I've just got some bacon, and you all already saw me make the pancake mix. Usually how I decide whatever I'm going to make the kids in the morning is based on time. If it takes more than, 15 to 10 minutes to cook, then it's not something I usually put on the menu. That would be, like a Saturday breakfast. I just try to get them something that's really filling, kind of heavy on the stomach. I don't want them to, be all hungry and irritable during the day, aggravating their teachers. So as you guys can see, the sun is up, and by this time I have already dropped my kids off at school and got my daughter to her bus stop. So I'm just going to finish up these breakfast dishes, and of course there's probably a couple from last night as well. But this is, just a part of the morning where I'm just closing up, I guess you could call it the morning shift, the early shift, everything that I had to do to get the kids out the door. And then I'm going to get started with all of my chores and my to-do list for the rest of the day. So I do got a little bit of running around. I think I said it already. It's my son's birthday weekend, so I've got to get his cupcakes to the school. I didn't want to bring him in the morning so that there would be a distraction and the teacher would have to figure out how to refrigerate them. So I'm just going to wait till later on in the day to run those up there. I do have to go by William Beaumont. There is some more EFMP paperwork that I've got to get to them. And I think that's it, other than, the regular mom stuff, a couple of chores here and there. That is a plan for today. Get dressed and put my face on, of course, but I have to go to William Beaumont. I have to send one of my children's IEP over to I have to go to the EFMP office to give them his IEP, which I uploaded myself. They said I'm missing a page, and so I don't like to do back and forth on the phone. I'm gonna go to the office, I'm giving the paper, have them look over it, make sure I have everything complete, everything filled out right. So when we upload it this time, it won't get kicked back with, oh, this is expired, this isn't signed right, because the first time they told me that they needed an update on the paper, and before that they told me it didn't expire for 3 years. I was fine. So clearly, just miscommunication. So this time, instead of phones and emails, we're gonna have a conversation with somebody face to face and get it turned in. And this is a big part of why you should start the process way earlier than they tell you. They tell you it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be like a 30-day process or a 60-day process. No, sweetheart, it is going to take you months to make sure everything, because this is the first time you do it, no one's right about everything, and things are different depending on circumstances. So as soon as you find out there's a whisper that you are going to be going overseas, I don't care if it's 8 months out, start with appointments, start with gathering paperwork, because it's going to take that long. Mistakes will be made, to human is to error, no big deal. But if you're going to wait the last 3 months to try to get things done, it's going to be insane. It's going to be ridiculous. That's a really terrible expectation. We don't even have orders yet, and I'm getting on top of stuff. Do not wait 3 months out. Don't wait 4 months out. If you get information you are leaving, we got information 8 months out, and that's when I started with appointments. So now we are at about 4 months out. And so now I'm tying up loose ends, which is really great that we only have 100 days left, and I'm tying up loose ends. Like, all the big stuff is taken care of, because once those orders come down, make an appointment to get my car shipped and HHG. Honestly, that's the easy part. That's the easy part, because I have orders. Everything after orders is good to go. But with the medical screening and the appointments, that's the difficult part. So get all of that started as soon as possible. So you guys, let's get ready to leave the house. My makeup routine is super simple. It didn't take me long. And for my mom outfit of the day, I've got some wide-legged high-rise jeans, and I call this a barely crop. It's, just a shirt that comes right at the top of my jeans. I don't want to show too much skin, but I like to be trendy, and I've got paired with some white tennis shoes. So I am back home now, and right now I'm just getting dinner started. I am chopping up some celery and some onions so I can throw into my macaroni salad that I'm going to make. We're going to have ribs as well. So what I took out the refrigerator was the ribs that I had marinated the day before and seasoned. And so I'm going to put them here on this like baking dish. And inside of it, it's very shallow, but I put probably like a cup and a half of water so that when I put them in the oven, they don't dry out and they can steam pretty good. And so I'm going to take those out and I'm going to put those in the oven and get those started. I'll probably bake them for a few hours. I like to cook my ribs low and slow so that they can be really tender. So as those are in the oven, what I'm going to do is decorate the house a little bit for my son's birthday. I don't really have birthday parties for my kids unless I'm back home in Virginia. I've just always done that. I've had, birthday parties with family. I'm not really into spending tons of money for kids to go to, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese or, things of that nature. That's just never been our family tradition. It's always been to celebrate with immediate family. If we were far away from them and if we were close to them, then yes, we did have like a big family gathering at my mom's or something like that with all the cousins and the aunties. But our tradition is just to get our kids some balloons, some cake, whatever they ask for their birthday, they are allowed to have, just one gift, and then we celebrate with family. So I'm just going to try to finish up this chore of mopping very quickly before I drop off the cupcakes for my youngest for his classroom. It's extremely difficult to get any chores done when all the kids are home and underfoot, and I'm trying to make sure homework is getting done. And I'll be dropping them off very close to the end of the day, just so that it's not a big distraction and the kids can have the snack. The charter school that my kids go to is very strict about snacks and things of that nature. I enjoy the school overall, but I feel that this one policy where they count calories and they ask us to be very, strategic about the things that we bring in. I personally think it's super unhealthy to, teach children to count calories and things of that nature. I understand self-control and not overindulging, but I don't know, it just makes me uncomfortable. I've had so many discussions with this school about things like this, and what really makes it really irritating for me is usually I'm confronted by a person that I know if I paid them $1 million, they couldn't run around the block. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being too judgmental. I mean, I chose to put them in this school, but it just makes me uncomfortable, that one policy. In the school that my kids go to, even my second grader, not just like my middle school or my high school, my second grader, he switches classes for different subjects like, reading, science, math, social studies. So I wanted to bring the cupcakes when his class was going to have a break because like his homeroom class, they all travel together. So I didn't want to bring it in like in the morning and just have it sit there, or bring it in at lunch and then he's not able to share, with the entire, lunch table. So I'm going to go drop these off right now so that when it's time for them to have their like snack and their break, he can give these out for his birthday. And when I get back, hopefully the ribs will be done. I put them in about an hour ago at like 250, and then I just bumped it up to 300 because I checked on them and they weren't like cooking as quickly as I think they should, or as I feel like. I want them to be done at about 3. So we've got like another 2 hours on them. But yeah, I just cook them low and slow, especially on days when I have a ton to get done. I'll probably add a little bit more water to the pan. I'm gonna run out, drop these off at his school, come back, and then we will see how dinner is progressing. So you guys, we've reached the end of my video. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. This is how dinner turned out. It was a great, hearty meal that I definitely needed on a weekday. I hope you all enjoyed having to spend the day with me. Nothing significant, just another mama trying to raise her family one day at a time. See you in the next one.